Hello, this is Bench Gamer, and I'll be watching the Kamisato Ayato teaser trailer in all four languages. You know the drill. So yeah, it feels kind of weird watching this because I think this is one of the first new characters that I won't actually be pulling for because I have spent literally everything. Well, everything in terms of everything. What I mean is I spent all my primo gems and witches, of course, but my Welkins pass and my battle pass primo gems on not Ayato, but I've spent them on both Kokomi and what's her name? Raiden Shogun and Yaemiko. So those are three 50-50 wins that I have so far, including Child. So four 50-50 wins, and hopefully it continues in the future with Yoimiya. But I will not be getting Kamisato Ayato, not because I don't think he's cool, but purely because I have no Primo Gems left, and I really need a ranged Pyro character that is not shit. Um, yeah. So let's just watch this, and maybe it'll convince me to get him, but I doubt it. I only have 40 wishes right now, and I'm building my 50 wishes, 50, 60. I literally need like 90 wishes to just get a guaranteed 5-star, and it's not even a guaranteed 50 limited 5-star. So yeah, let's just watch this.
The Kamisato clan is just one of countless families in Inazuma. Hence, there is nothing exceptional about my work. I do what must be done to ensure peace and stability for my family. At home, I am the clan head, or brother. In public, I am commissioner. But ultimately, I am just a normal person.
Dude, I
am commissioner.
I love the colors for him. Like his splash art, when I first saw it, I actually thought it looked like shit. I don't know why, but it's just something about how the splash art like is placed. The color contrast didn't really do it for me. But when I see him here, like with a purple, I don't know what to call this, but a faint purple background, and with his like the contrast is just really good because you have like the dark purple on the inside and then a bit of white and purple gold on the outside. It just looks so good. So yeah, I absolutely have been converted into Ayato, not lover, but wanter. But it's just again the problem with Primo Gems is that you only have so much, and I'm not a rich person by any means. I am like I'm like burdened by loans like from school and shit. So yeah, that's my current situation. I'm pretty much spending most at least like 20% of my free income. I don't really have income, but just money, my wealth on Battle Pass and Vulcans. Anyways, let's continue.
But ultimately,
Maybe we'll get him. Maybe I'll get him sometime in the future. I don't know. Hopefully by the it sucks because even if I do want him, I don't necessarily need him, and it just feels weird getting a character that I know it would be a luxury character because I already have two really good Hydro characters in Kokomi and Xingqiu. So if I ever do get Ayato, he'll definitely be a luxury spend.
I am just a normal person. When work is busy, I don't return home for days at a time. Once the present problems are resolved, there are still future dangers to prevent. This may sound vainglorious, but I do what I do so that everyone has a home to go back to. Most inconvenient. Time to find shelter.
Huh? Hello, my lord.
What a surprise to run into you here, Ayato.
1 second. I'll go start some tea. Toromaru, come on, boy. Down you go. Hey, come on. You need to let me stand up.
My goodness, you're in high spirits. Thought you'd have a party without me.
No, actually, we came here to make some plans for your birthday.
My lady.
Okay, this is pretty like sidetracked, but I wish the animals had more of a role in the actual Archon quest of Inazuma. Am I the only one who wants that? Because look at him, he's just so cute. And there's a bunch of really interesting animals. Like the foxes are just around. Have you ever seen them in Narukami Island, right? They're just they're just all over the place, and we have like all these bird and fox and these dog motifs everywhere, but we don't really ever get to see them like in action in the Archon Quest. The most we ever get is when we go to Tsurumi Island and we have to use those feathers, use the thunder feather, and just like, I don't know how to call it, just blow our electro load on those fox statues, and they give us like secrets, and that's pretty much it. I think we actually did that in Narukami Island as well, but it didn't feel as interactive as I wanted it. So yeah, that's my complaint number 169 on how Inazuma screwed up the story. Not enough animals.
So that's it. The chance to work and to live life. For the sake of these, people will draw their blade.
Okay, I'm completely straight, but this is like the hottest sounding character I have heard since John Lee. So yeah, the females, okay, I probably shouldn't say females, but the women are probably the female player base of Genshin Impact are getting their like, this is like the coming for them. The second coming of the hot tall guys. Except for Toma, he sucks. He doesn't count at all.
神里家不过是道奇的万千家庭之一，因此我的工作实在不能算是有什么特别，只是以种种付出来换取这个小家的安稳与祥和而已。私下是家主与兄长，在外则是射凤行。
Oh, dude. He has that like beauty mark underneath his lips. I don't know why, but anime characters do this a lot. It's almost a trope at this point where like you want to make an absolutely hot person like just a tiny bit flawed. Let's just give him like, or her, a beauty mark, a mole beneath it, a tiny mole, or just black spot beneath their lips or like below their eyes. There, they are flawed. I'm not complaining about it. It's just something I notice a lot with anime tropes and JRPGs. Not complaining, but is this the first time this has happened in Genshin Impact? I swear there was another character somewhere who actually had the same thing.
私下是家主与兄长，在外则是射凤行。但说到底，也就是个普通人。
The Chinese voice is pretty good too, but I do prefer the English
四
one.
处奔忙，几日内无法返家是常事。处理完眼前的难题，还要面对未来的隐患。说来或许会有些狂妄，我做这些，是想令每一个人都有家可回。
The thing about Chinese is that when they do voice acting, it's much easier to sound soft spoken than it is to sound like harsh. I don't know why it is, but that's why I like usually the younger characters better in Chinese than English, because they just sound absolutely apparently like they just sound like adults trying to be children in English, whereas in Chinese it does sound more likely that they would be children.
大家都在这里，是背着我办什么聚会吗？
不是的，其实是在准备你几天后的生。
小姐，
Or maybe the Chinese voice actors themselves are children, or closer to that age at least.
享受工作，守护生活。为了这些，人会拿起武器。
On second thought about Toma, maybe I shouldn't shit on him too much because I haven't actually done his hangout yet. So maybe I should pass judgment afterwards. But absolutely nothing about Toma's like, his skill looks cool, but everything else about him just looks so whatever. This must be like the third time I've shit on Toma. Yeah, I don't like his Japanese voice either.
この家の安寧を守るため尽力しているだけ。家では当主と兄を、外では社奉行としての役割を担っています。しかし、結局は普通の人間なのです。公務で数日間家に帰れないことも珍しくありません。 目下の問題を解決してもいつか訪れるであろう危難に目を向ける必要があります。尊大な物言いかもしれませんが、誰もが家に帰れるように私はしたいのです。仕方ありません。雨宿りをしましょう。ん？
若がここにいらっしゃるなんて。
ここでお会いするとは思いませんでした、お兄様。
今お茶を用意するので少しお待ちください。太郎丸、いい子だから早く降りるんだ。おいおい、このままじゃ動けないだろ。
おや、二人揃ってこっそり宴でも催すつもりですか？
いえ、お兄様の誕生日がもうすぐ。
おっと、じゃあ。
そうでしたか。仕事を楽しみ、生活を守り抜く。これらのために人は武器を手にするのです。
Unfortunately, I don't follow Japanese VA culture. I know that Japanese VA culture has a humongous following, and they treat their VAs way better than any of the other communities. But unfortunately, I just am not into that, and I never got into it. So I'm pretty sure this must be like a super famous person, because Ayato has a humongous female following, and I'm guessing that would be case they would use a really famous voice actor for him just because of that. But I'm just basing this completely on my first impressions. No hate. So far, my favorite one is just the English one. He sounds perfect. If it's a he.
카미사토 가문은 이나즈마의 수많은 가문 중 하나에 불과해.
The Korean one's great
내가 하는 일
too.
역시 특별하다고 할 수 없지. 가문의 화목과 안정을 위해 해야 할 일을 할 뿐. 집에서는 가주이자 오빠이고 밖에서는 야시로 봉행이지만 나 역시 평범한 사람에 지나지 않아. 바쁘게 지내다 보면 며칠이고 집에 못 가는 날이 허다하지. 눈앞의 문제를 해결하고 나면 미래의 위험에 맞서야 해. 건방지게 들릴지도 모르지만 이 일을 하는 건 모두에게 돌아갈 집이 있도록 하기 위해서야. 이런. 비를 피해야겠군. 응?
가주님.
여기서 다 만나네, 오빠.
잠깐 기다려주세요. 차를 내올게요. 다루마루, 착하지? 어서 내려와. 야, 이러면 일어날 수가 없잖아.
어라? 나 빼고 여기 모여서 뭐하고 있었던 거야?
Okay, that voice might be a tiny bit too
실은
deep
며칠
for
뒤에
him.
있을 오빠의 생.
But I still like it overall.
그랬구나. 소중한 일터와 일상을 지키기 위해서 사람들은 무기를 들지.
I think the reason why I like the Korean and the English versions better is that they sound a tiny bit more neutral. To me, the Japanese one sounds like he's hafty and he's really prideful. The Chinese one is just too soft, and the English one has the best balance in my opinion. The Korean one is a bit too deep in tone. I don't know. So those are my impressions of the 4-language trailers. He's definitely an interesting character from just a lore standpoint, because we don't really even see him in the main story at all. So does that convince me to buy him? No, because I need a ranged powerful character once again. But it does make me a bit more interested. I think Ayato is probably the last character I'm interested in for Inazuma. I don't really need unless Heizo or the other. I'm pretty sure there is one more Inazuma character lined up for release in the next 2 patches, but I don't know who. So unless Heizo absolutely blows me out of the water, it's Yoimiya for sure. I have seen the leaks for Ayato, so there's no real surprises for me going into the actual reveal of his attacks and shit like that. So I have my Hydro characters. I need a Pyro character. No offense to Ayato lovers. As for like Genshin Impact in general these days, I don't know why, but for the last week, I've been getting really high ping, and that's only being fixed. At least the last time I checked it today, that's only being fixed since yesterday and today. So usually it's around 100. It's around 70, 80, 70 to 90 ping, but now it's like for the last week it's been like 160, and they fixed it. I am in Canada, so that's some context for you. If you're in Philippines or China and you're not getting the same ping, then good for you. MiHoYo definitely cares more about you guys than us. But thankfully they fixed it. So my bitterness and saltiness has gone down quite a bit. Anyways, that's enough for the rant for today. See you guys next time on the actual release of Ayato as they keep on drip marketing us until 2.6, I believe. When is it? It's like in 9 days. 7 days, right? Happy playing Genshin Impact and whatever it is else you're doing. See you guys.